Hi Scrubs, hope you're well. I'm back on Star Stable, so we need to talk to Linda and see if she's found any more out about
Oh
this.
no.
Yeah, I've been looking all night. I think I found an old note from the mid 18th century. Listen to this. The legend of the Sleeping Widow goes back far in time. When the light of the Aiden spread over Jorvik and life was brought to the island, a handful of life wardens were created, whose task it was to guard the growing life, to shield it, and to give warning if the flora and the fauna of the island were ever threatened. These life wardens were brought into existence in the form of trees who would forever live on Jorvik. The humans discovered these trees, respected them, and let them live. The humans understood the trees were special, ancient, and that they served a higher purpose. The humans came to call them primeval trees. I think I've seen one of those up on Fairgrove Mountain, actually. The primeval trees had different looks and abilities and were much stronger and more magnificent in the olden days than their glory days. Today, most of these trees slumber, they sleep, tired and haggard, lessened in power, not least by the exploitation of Jorvik's natural resources. It is said that the roots of the primeval trees penetrate all of Jorvik, and that the roots are linked together in an enormous network through which they can communicate. Awesome, huh? Like an ancient internet, kind of. You want to hear a little more, right? It's a fascinating story, which I just have to share with you, and it's important that you understand. You and I know one of these primeval trees, the one on top of the Scarecrow Hill. As the legend of the Golden Apple foretold, the witches have actually destroyed several primeval trees, but they only went for the trees that produced the golden apples, which the wicked witches shun. The other primeval trees were left alone. I didn't actually think that would have been one, actually. According to my writings, some kind-hearted witches have actually made alliances with these primeval trees to help strengthen their magical powers. At least half a dozen primeval trees are known to exist today, mentioned in various records. There could be a lot more. In one place, one of the trees goes by the name of the Sleeping Widow. To understand this, we need to go far back in history, but I'll be brief. Once upon a time, the Forgotten Fields was a dense, enormous forest, at least as magnificent as Greendale. The forest was protected by two primeval trees, which constituted a happy couple. Everything was great. They were happy together, and the forest flourished until the Earl built the Jarlheim. When the Jarlheim was built, a great part of the forest was cut down, and the growing population in the area took down more of the forest to make both firewood and more building materials. A stable was also needed for the Earl's cavalry. Jorvik Stables was built, which later housed hundreds of horses. As more and more of the forest was destroyed, the landscape opened up and made room for the necessary grazing grounds where all Earl's horses could graze and run around during the day. In the blind eagerness of mankind, which often arises in their simple minds during times of great expanse, the foresters unfortunately cut down one of the two primeval trees in the area. It was a grievous mistake, but the damage was already done, and it was irreversible. The surviving primeval trees became lonely, and it grieved over the loss of its life companion. She lost her will to live. Through grief, through mankind's eager destruction and the grazing and stomping of the Earl's horses, the forest eventually died. During the centuries that have passed since, the primeval tree became lonely. Her wailing has sometimes been heard on the wind, a wailing much like a persistent howl, which chases around through the gusts across the windswept hills. And so there stood once lonely primeval tree, the Forgotten Fields. The area got its current name, the Forgotten Fields, after the Earl's cavalry and all the horses no longer were needed in Jorvik stables. The lost forest and the grazing grounds was later forgotten, since the area no longer served any purposes for the humans. So much grief for such a short chapter in history. They say that the wailing of the primeval tree can no longer be heard. It's not because she has stopped grieving, but rather that she has fallen asleep of exhaustion, resignation, and sorrow. She's on death's door. If she isn't dead already, but we hope she isn't, of course. With this knowledge in mind, it's an easy conclusion to draw that the old tree in the southwest corner of Forgotten Fields actually is identical to this sleeping widow. How everything is connected to Lisa's current critical location in Pandoria, I can't quite figure out. But if she says that the tree must be woken, I guess we'll wake it. I myself would have tried to make my way to Pandoria and tried to save her there, but it's extremely risky, not to mention impossible to return from there after. But how do you wake a magical slumbering primeval tree? That's a very good question. I don't know how we would do that. Moving tail, per primeval trees. I feel bad for the trees as well. I think you should talk to Elizabeth directly. It seems obvious that this primeval tree, the Sleeping Widow, can't just be woken up by a regular alarm clock. If anyone has any ideas of what kind of magic would be required to wake a slumbering primeval tree, it must be Elizabeth. And Drahoslava, I have a certain feeling you'll get to use your fragment of Aiden's light. If you've not already, carrying it in your bag, you should stop by in supplying your stable and bring it with you to Elizabeth. That would save you a lot of time. Good luck. Right. I actually have no idea if I have my light with me. I don't think I do. I'm going to have to go find it. Right, Bob. We need to go and find my light, wherever that might be. I actually have, like, no idea. I hope you do. Right, I found my Aiden's light, so let's see what Elizabeth has to say. What a tale! What turn of events! We must indeed wake the sleeping widow to see if she can rescue Lisa. If Lisa says it is so, then it must be the way to rescue her from Pandoria. If it doesn't work, we'll need to try to find another way. Maybe the roots of this primal tree can reach further than we could ever expect. Anyway, I know of 2 things that can shake the ancient primeval tree enough to give it the energy it needs to wake. The tree needs light, strength, and water. You must do the 3 things. 1, fill a bottle of Aiden's tears. You know the juice from Aiden's flowers that grow around here. 2, energize the fragment of Aiden's light by the rune stones up there in the same way you did last time. You need to have the fragment with you. If you don't have it in your bag, you'll find it in the supply in your stable. You can't have rid yourself of it, so it has to be somewhere, I promise you that. The 3rd thing you need to do is illuminate the tree with the energized fragment and water it with Aiden's tears. These 2 tasks need to be performed at night. During the night, the magic is undisturbed by the bustle of daylight, and the effect of Aiden's power is so much stronger. Okay. So let's energize them. Take the rune staff and ride up to the rune stones behind the house here, and energize your fragment of Aiden's light. This time, do it like this. First, run the rune staff on the rune stone of the sun, and then place the fragment onto the rune stone to energize the shard with the light of Aiden. If you can't find the fragment in your bag, you're guaranteed to have it in your supply by your home stable. You know, a white shining stone. I know you can't have lost it. Well, I did go and get it, so it's okay. You'll need to use the fragment of Aiden's light. See to it that you have the item in your bag. Okay. Yes, I have that. Okay. Take this purple tear-shaped bottle and gather up as many dew drops as you can find on the flowers of Aiden. You'll need it to water the primeval tree, the sleeping widow. Okay, well, I know where that is, and I know where the other thing is, so I think we're good to find those. I don't remember how to energize the stone, though. I suppose hopefully it'll not be too difficult, because I did it before. Just haven't done it in a really long time. Can I do it from here? Okay, so I've got my rune stick. Okay. Sorry, Bob. You can't do it with me. I'm gonna do this on my own. Right. Let's see. Alright, do I remember how to do this? Let's hope I do. Right, okay. I seem to remember. It's at least something. Now, I think we put that on it. Okay. We did it! Okay, Bob. We're sorted there. Now we just need to go and get the tears as well. Most of them are down here. Right. Let's see. Should be... There we go. I don't know how many we're going to need, though. There's one. Where's the next one? There it is. I quite like that, having, you know, a lot of story about the trees. I find it quite interesting. We need 6 of this, okay. I saw some sparkles a moment ago. I think they were down there, actually. Yeah, there they are. Oh, there's a few down here. Okay, 2 more. And last bunch here. Okay. We'll take those back to Elizabeth now. And then we can set off to the tree. I'm pretty sure I have seen this tree before. So I have a rough idea where it is in Forgotten Fields, at the very least, to start with. I thought it might have been the one on the Fairgrove Mountains, but it doesn't seem to be. Magnificent! The fragment has been energized with great power. You filled a bottle. Good job. Here, take the full bottle with you. You're ready to go to the Sleeping Widow. Wait for the night, then wake her. On your way, take the detour past Starshine and update him with the turn of events so he'll know what's going on and is ready to help Lisa out of the crack, provided you succeed in waking the tree. Okay, so we need to go see Starshine first. So we'll head out and find him. Okay, Starshine should be up here somewhere. Woo! Careful, Bob. I know it's slightly my fault, Bob. I'm sorry. Okay, I know. Up this way. Where is he? There he is. Hello, Starshine. Drahoslava, hey, how's it going? I've almost lost touch with Lisa. This blasted crack is about to close on itself. Oh, so you found out who the Sleeping Widow is? Do tell. Okay, well, it's a tree, which I hadn't expected. So the Sleeping Widow is a primeval tree. Interesting. It's not that far-fetched an idea. Well done, Drahoslava, not to mention Linda too. Now let's hope that whatever is binding Lisa and the Sleeping Widow's fate together also saves Lisa. We'll have our answer tonight. Nay, I'll stand behind, ready to help Lisa when you wake the primeval tree. I'm sure to be able to keep the crack open till midnight at least. Get on your way to the primeval tree on the Forgotten Fields and wait until nightfall to perform the necessary rituals. Best of luck. May the light of Iden be with you. I'm not sure, do I need to actually wait till nighttime or not, or is it just going to become nighttime when I get there? Suppose we're going to find out, Bob, aren't we? Can we go this way, Bob? Could we... Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Try again, though. Sorry, Bob. Okay, fine. We'll not go that way. I saw that look. It was the look of, no, we're not doing that. Okay, well that worked. At least. And that worked. Sorry, Bob. You're a shire. You can do these things. Not that way. Right. We're not too far away from this tree, I don't think. I know it's over this way. Can we jump this? Okay, maybe not. Sorry, Bob. This should be it. Oh no. Okay. Might need to go a little bit more down towards the water, possibly. It's been a little while since I've been over directly to the tree itself. Maybe we can go this way. I don't know if I've been this way before, actually. I usually go around the other way if I'm over this far. I don't think I actually have been around here before. Oh, wait, there it is. We kind of just went the wrong way. Okay, fine, Bob. We're going back. Calm down. Right, this way. There it is. Alright, let's see. The primeval tree slumbers deeply. It's surrounded by an aura of heavy grief, and an overwhelming weakness washes over you, as if the tree's relentless weight weighs you down with its great sadness for the mistakes of mankind, mistakes that made this tree lose its beloved life companion. In this state of mind, it's going to be hard staying awake until tonight's big task. You can only awake the primeval tree at midnight. Await nightfall there. Okay. Oh, okay, we can wait tonight this way. That's fair enough. It's such a massive tree. It must have been really, really pretty when it had all of its leaves. But it is still really cool. It's a really awesome tree. I don't know why anybody would cut that down. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the night. It's got so spooky, I love it. Right, okay. You and Darkfire almost fell asleep by the tree. By sheer force of will, you managed to stay awake. It's now midnight. The primeval tree seems thirsty after centuries of grief, as if it hasn't drunk from the life-giving water in a long time. Right. Bob, now, if it all goes wrong, don't run off and leave me here. Whatever you do. Right, let's see if we can... Can we give it water? Oh. Okay. Maybe I don't need to actually lift it out of inventory.
Creak, crack, water, so full of strength and life. Eddy, twist, creak, screech.
The primeval tree seems pale after centuries of grief, as if it hasn't embraced the light of sun in a very long time. Okay. That seems to have worked.
Groan, grumble, grunt, by the light of Iodine. Who are you, and what have you done with Iodine?
That is such an awesome tree.
Creak.
Ooh. There's like runestones around it now. I don't think I saw those whenever I was here originally. I just want to have a look around. It looks like there's just nothingness everywhere. It's really cool. Right, I suppose we should go back to the task at hand. Okay. I know, Bob, I know, I'm getting on with it.
Creak, crackle, creak, and crack. Are you the one who awakens me? Are you the one who opens my eyes to the light of Edine, moistens my throat with her tears, and makes my tree creak and crackle, as in the days of my youth?
It looks like it's got buds or leaves now.
Crack, creak, and crackle, rasp, crunch, and squeak. It is you, for Lisa's sake.
Tell the primeval tree you've awoken it to save Lisa.
Crackle, crackle, and creak. By the distant ghost of my roots, who are you? Who fights for the light of these dark times? Crackle, creak, crackle. Let's wait and watch, let me think and creak and crackle for a little while. It's been a long time since my branches murmured and my mind crept into action. Let's creak and crackle here for a while. I promised Lisa, and promises are made to be kept, even those made to humans. But why should I keep promises to the people who betrayed me? But you're more than that. You're not only humans, you're the bringers of Aidine's light. Creak and crackle. Crackle, you fight for the same cause as I do. Lisa's persuaded me. My roots reach her in her abominable prison. She needs help, and she promised to help me. Crack. To help you would help Lisa, which would help me. Creak. I shall do what I can. Watch and learn.
What are you gonna do? Oh, that is awesome. That is so cool. I don't know what you're doing, but it looks really cool. It's like a load of green leaves just fell from it. But like ghost leaves.
Creak, crack, creak, crackle. My force isn't so strong, it's far from what I've hoped. I wonder if my strength was enough. Crack. I must rest now. Crackle. I'm so tired. Find your friends, behold the result of my success, or vanish forever through the work of my possible failure. I do not know how my attempt went. Creak, crackle, and snore. Zizzy, crack.
Okay, I suppose we need to go find out if Lisa's actually free now. Bob, where'd you go? Oh, there you are, Bob. But you ran off. Wouldn't be the first time, Bob, now, would it? Yeah, you can look at me like that. This tree is so cool. I just want to stay here. Oh. Whatever could this be? Something is shimmering in the grass. Oh no. My horse is injured and stuck in a trap. What? What? Bob! Someone is hiding in the bushes. What bushes? Oh, you guys, go away. I don't want you here. But who is this hiding over here? They probably have something to do with the nasty trap that Dragonfire got stuck in. How dare you do that to Bob? Laughing. Oh, can't believe you, Justin. Okay, it was funny for you. Ha! Now we got you, and your wretched horse. This is what happens when you go about watering trees in the middle of the night. Haha! We got you now, Dragoslava. We will make mincemeat out of you and your horse and send you off to the blissful pastures of Pandoria's eternal prison. You cannot get away. Justin, grab onto her, now. Huh? Me? Why me? I don't know her, or I mean... You're the one who's holding the chains. Stop! Stop! Begone, you spineless weasels! Lisa, you got here. Starshine. Lisa? But we had you imprisoned in Pandoria. How is this possible? She is gonna kick your butt. Just you wait and say. Go on, hit them in the face with it. Not so confident now, are we? Your knees are shaking over now that you're not hiding in an ambush. Cowardly lowlifes. You may outnumber us, but you don't scare me. I'll give you a taste of your own medicine. But, by the light of Irene, Justin, what are you doing with those fools? What, me? Well, I thought that, you can't seriously have joined those guys. For real? Join Dark Core? He's one of us now, Mr. Sansa's grandfather, and he has joined the true side, our side, the dark side. Yes, precisely. It is true, Lisa. I have made an alliance with my grandfather, and I know, and I trust I'm doing the right thing. I can feel it in my heart. Whoa, I can't tell where I've been gone for the island for far too long. Very well, stand there with the others, Justin. If that's what you truly want, stand there and face the same fate as your newfound friends. Eat this! That's it, you hit them in the face. Ah! Run away! Run! Lisa's gonna insane! Oh! Get away from there! Run! That made them run. It was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. They got away, but they all learned a lesson. This time I only intended to scare them. I think the danger is past for this time. That was pretty cool. Although, I'm slightly concerned you're going to start a bushfire. Quite literally. Is Bob alright? Bob, where are you? Are you okay, Bob? I'll find out in a second. You don't seem to be particularly talkative. Hi, Dragoslava. It's so good to see a friendly face again. Whew. Starshine told me that you and Darkfire were on the way here, and you're a real hero. You made the Sleeping Widow save me, and Starshine was able to help me out of the crack and away from that horrible Pandoria. No words can describe how grateful we are that you saved me from that place. It was quite the ordeal, I'll tell you. But enough about me. Are you okay? You're not hurt? I am alright, but I'm not so sure about Bob, to be completely honest. Let's see. Can I... Bob, can you move yet? I suppose we'll see. The horse is stuck in a nasty trap, is injured. He cannot free the purse seat. I'm so sorry, Bob. I'll free you soon. Oh, I see. Your poor Darkfire is seriously injured. That was a nasty trap. I can heal your friend, if you like. As you might know, the Circle of Stars is the power I'm most able to master, and the star symbolizes the power of healing. Let me heal the poor horse. Thank you, Lisa. Right, Bob. She's gonna fix you. Be good as new. Do you feel mighty, Bob? I hope you feel mighty. Should be good now. Yay! Bob's okay again. Oh no, he's still stuck. Okay. Look at that! That went better than expected. Your beautiful Darkfire is right as rain. That was a mean trap. Nothing to toy around with. Those Dark Riders shouldn't be keeping such dangerous items in their arsenal. I'm really grateful you saved me. I mean it. It wasn't a pleasant experience being imprisoned in Pandoria. I can tell you that much. Ugh. Those idiots I just scared off succeeded in ambushing Starshine and I when we were off guard. This time the story had a happy ending, but this cannot happen again. We really need to be on our watch now, right, Dragoslava? I would say so. Alright, I understand things are happening on the island. I haven't paid much attention to any ongoing events myself since more or less been stuck in Pandoria ever since I last stepped into Jorvik stables. Of course I could tell you lots of fun stories from my times as turning rock star, but that's hardly important right now. We can do that later, and between you and I, Drahoslava, it's not that cool and glamorous to be a rock star. I'll have you know it's lots of hard work and stressful tour schedules to keep, and fame isn't everything. It's nice to be back here with my face isn't that well recognised, at least anymore. The fans forget you quickly. But my friends last forever. I hope you and I will become good friends. Anyway, enough about that. You're right, Drahoslava. We must see that the others and meet the Druids. I was thinking the same. At least I'll get an update on the state of things. But before all that, I'll need to change clothes and a good rest and something to eat. Let's wait with the Druids until tomorrow. Rest and recovery goes above all else this time. I also owe a favour to the Sleeping Widow, but that'll have to come later. After these escapades, we really need a rest. Tomorrow you can write to Elizabeth and tell her I'm back, so we can summon the Druids to a meeting. I'll see you later at the meeting, and listen once again, a very big thank you. Good night. Okay, Lisa. Oh, you and your horse are resting in your home stable until the next day. Oh, okay, I didn't expect that. Thought I was actually going to have to wait to the next day. It's a new lovely day. Write to Elizabeth and tell her of Lisa's return. Right, okay. I'm back, Elizabeth, with good news. Lisa's been rescued. Great news. I wasn't sure you'd succeed, but Aiden's light shines stronger than you, and you handled great challenge as well. You're a true hero. I'll summon the Druids for a meeting in the Secret Stone Circle. Immediately. See you there. Okay, so we'll go right up there, don't we? I actually expected this was going to happen as quickly. Right, come on, Bob. We need to activate the stone circle. Hopefully we managed to do this first time. Because I usually mess this up. And it's a little bit difficult sometimes to turn and tighten up circles. Okay, we did it. Let's go, Bob. Time and space merges, everything is calm, always in motion. Fripp, how's it going?
Hi again, and a big thank you to you, Drahoslava. Together with Starshine, you managed to save Lisa. Finally, Lisa's back. Brilliant.
Really, Drahoslava, great work. It's good to be back and see you all. I've really missed you. At one point I thought I'd never see daylight again, but now I'm here again with all my friends.
The Soul Riders are almost at full strength, and soon we'll have gathered all four partial copies of the Light Ceremony book. When we're ready, and the time has come, we'll perform the Light Ceremony and be protected. For now, though, the time isn't right. Lisa, you should know that Dark Corps have their hands on the original Light Ceremony book. Everything points to that they'll attempt to conduct the ceremony backwards, which will have catastrophic consequences.
That doesn't sound good at all. What will they gain by this? What is their goal?
If they perform the ceremony backwards, the crack between our reality and the Pandoria will widen. In the worst case, that which keeps our world separate will tear apart. What exactly happens next, we don't really know. One guess is that both our worlds will cease to exist, or at least cease existing in the form and shape we know today. Dark Corps thinks they'll be able to control the enormous flow of Pandoric energy and will likely use it in an attempt to seize control of the world. Maybe they know something we don't, but the Druids are convinced it cannot lead to anything good. It will probably lead to the end of the world, so it needs to be stopped at all costs. That was a brief summary of the current situation. Lisa, could you tell us what happened to you? You were kidnapped and taken to Pandoria? As you all know, I was on the world tour with my rock band, and I've been away from Jorvik for a while. When I finally ended my tour and came back to Jorvik, those ill-willed Dark Riders succeeded in ambushing Starshine and I. They then imprisoned me in that horrific world of Pandoria. Starshine and I weren't on our guard. That's a mistake we'll never repeat. Later I was rescued, as you all know, thank goodness. In Pandoria I got in touch with the primeval tree, the Sleeping Widow. It was blurred and unclear, but her roots seemed to penetrate even into the unknown world of Pandoria. The primeval tree slept in our worlds, but in the dreamscape of Pandoria she could reach out to me and communicate. She said she could help me out of Pandoria, but the only way to do so was to wake her up.
As a gesture in return, I was to help her with something. I don't know what yet, but I plan to find out. My time in Pandoria is incoherent and blurred, but one other thing that happens, I got a strong feeling Annie was there at the same time as me. It wasn't just a weak sensation, I could really feel her presence, and it was clear. Because of this, I'm convinced Annie is there, and we have to try and save her. Maybe the primeval trees can help us again. I don't know.
Interesting news. Maybe Anne is in Pandoria. It would be great if we could locate her and save her as well. I would go so far to say it's completely necessary. In a worst-case scenario, it would require a rescue operation in Pandoria, but that would have to be our last resort.
At full strength, we would be very powerful. We'd also need to be aware of the dangers of a trip to Pandoria. One does not simply walk into Pandoria. I'm not afraid. We have to save her no matter what the risk. We owe it to her. If we have the slightest lead, we have to follow it up. We're always there for each other, 100%. Yes, Alex, we'll do that, no doubt about it. I don't long to go back, but for Annie's sake. Another matter, I wonder if we can lure Justin away from the grip of the Dark Riders. He and I went to the same school. I know him a little. And Drahoslava, you know him a bit too, right? If we can remove Justin from the Dark Core and the Dark Riders, we'll weaken them even more. It's true. At least Drahoslava stopped Justin from turning his horse into a Dark Horse. That was good. Last time Drahoslava visited the headquarters of Dark Core and saw Justin, he seemed quite determined to continue to work for the dark side. We'll have to think of something to make him change his mind.
If you could remove Justin from Dark Core, it would be a massive achievement, but for now we'll focus on the light ceremony and we'll be performing when the time is right. We also need to keep an eye on any movements in the Dark Core mix. We also need to find the other copies of the book and try and rescue Anne. This meeting is adjourned for now. We'll see each other again soon. Welcome back to reality, Lisa, and yet again, many thanks to you, Drahoslava, for your efforts for the Keepers of Aideen. May the light of Aideen shine upon us and scatter the darkness that surrounds us. And listen, Lisa, don't forget to return the favour. The primeval tree has a tendency of primeval rage if it has been tricked. And the wrath of the primeval tree is the last thing we need just now. See you. Time and space is unfolding. Well, that was a lot to take in. What do you think, Bob? Seems pretty serious, doesn't it? You don't seem remotely bothered, you just seem kind of annoyed that I got you stuck in a trap. Right, well, we'll go and see Elizabeth, I guess. See what's going to happen next. Look at that! Another Druid meeting conducted. I was there, you know. Did we get wiser? Lisa's been rescued thanks to you. We have a lead on Annie, but other than that, we're still going over the same ground. We need to collect the other 2 book copies so we can prepare ourselves to perform the ceremony when the time comes. Later, we need to follow up on the information about Anne, but we really ready to conduct a rescue operation in Pandoria? Isn't that doomed to fail? Maybe there's another way. Maybe the Sleeping Widow can help us again, but before that, we probably have to return her favour. We'll have to keep our eyes and ears on the Dark Riders and their antics. It's obviously important to them to destroy us, and they nearly took you into Pandoria. We need to take counter-action. Anyway, Scrubs, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you had a lovely day. Bye-bye!